Good morning, Michelle here. I have a new workout for you. Baby wants back. Everybody wants a nice tone, tight tush. So we are going to do some glute focused work, and it's cardio. There's some cardio with it, and we're not doing in between cardio because I got a bonus butt section that we're going to do. But the moves are you're gonna hold weights. You're going to do different things. We're going to use either the bench. Michele had a request for the Bosu ball, not me, Michele, another Michele. And I'm going to show you the knee up crossovers with the Bosu ball, as well as with the bench, as well as with the floor, depending on your level. I have 10-pound dumbbells. I have the stability ball and my 8-pound weighted ball. I have the bar, the 25-pound bar with weights for the good mornings to the crossover lunges. And if you don't have weights, it's okay. You don't need them. You can do everything without. So you work at your level. 10-second rest, 50-second work, 3 rounds through. And then we have the bonus butt section. I'm warmed up because I moved everything out here. So we are going to get started. I will show you the variations. First one is, oh, here's the timer. I will have the full breakdown on my workout, mycrazyworkout.com. 10-second, 50-second. First one we're starting with is an upper body. It's going to be dive bombers, and then we are going to go into a switch lunge. It's going to be a right reverse lunge, and then pull the knee up, and then back and hop and switch feet. So, whoops, got to do the timer. Getting ahead of myself. We're going to do 12 rounds, 12 as a countdown. Take a break, and then we'll hit the timer again for the next set. So we'll take breaks in between each of the rounds. If you're advanced and you want to do all 3, you go right ahead. If you want to cut it down to 2 and put some cardio in between, you can, or you can keep 3 in cardio in between. I just didn't want to do the cardio today because I don't want the legs real tired for the focused butt work at the end. Dive bombers. Hands are close by the chest, lined up with the shoulders. You come through and up into an upward facing dog, and then you go back the way you came. You back it out, lower your chest down to the floor, and back under. Like there's a bar that you're going under. Okay, you're gonna do a right reverse lunge to a knee drive, then you're gonna go back and do a jump lunge to switch. Lunge, knee up, and then a switch. Knee up, and a switch. Knee up, and a switch. Knee up, and switch. If you don't want to do the jump, you can step into it. Knee up, and you switch. Knee up. Next ones, we're going to plant our left leg on the step. Pull the right knee up, and then do a cross behind off the back of the step. And I'll show you on the bench, and I'll show you with the ball, with the Bosu ball. Squat and plant low. Left foot stays on the bench. Knee up, back down. Now, I'll show you with the left leg lead with the stability, or with the Bosu ball. Nice thing about the Bosu ball is you can do it with the ball end up or the ball end down. When the ball is on the ground, it wobbles more and you have to engage your core more. Okay, left leg, I'll show you with it up first. Then I'll flip it over. Squat. It's nice because your foot wobbles And you have to engage the core to keep it from wobbling. Here it is the other way. You have to slow it down. You really have to contract those muscles in the legs as well as in the core to keep that ball from rolling around and tapping on the edges. You want to balance on the ball. Woo! I'll show you them on the floor too. Okay. Burpee release. Burpee, push up, release, up and chair pose. It's a front raise. Release, chair pose. Now, if you don't want to do this with weight, you go down, release, hop up, arms up. As your butt goes back to the squat, your legs raise up. Neutral spine. Woo. Okay, what's next? Lying starfish. Legs are wide, arms are wide. You roll up and your hands come under your feet. Hover. Squat, jump wide, then narrow, and 2 jump lunges. Wide, narrow, jump lunge, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow, jump lunge, sorry. Wide, narrow, wide, narrow, wide, narrow. Oh. Roll back, hip thrust, and tuck in my shirt. Okay, so you're gonna crouch, throw your legs over your head, come forward, hop, push up. Whew. See how you're staying low in that crouching position? Whew. Okay, should be a dumbbell walkout. No, like good mornings. I'm gonna use my weight. Good morning. Cross left leg behind the right. Down to a good morning, slight bend in the knees, and a reverse crossover lunge. Good morning. Keep those knees bent when you do them. When you come up, squeeze that lower back and those glutes. Bending at the waist. Sweating already this morning. Okay. Dumbbell walkout. Walk out, walk to a push-up. Back in. Stay low, broad jump forward, hop turn, walk out, push up, walk back in, stay low, hop turn, walk out, push up, walk back in, stay low, broad jump, hop squat, out, push up, back in, stay low, hop turn, walk out, push up, woo, okay, skater, hold 3 low tall squats to a jump squat, skater, 1, 2, 3, hop up, skate, 1, 2, 3, hop up. 1, 2, 3, hop up. See how you stay low on your skaters? Engage those glutes. 1, 2, 3, hop up. Knees are bent. Hop up. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna need the stability ball and the weight. 1, 2, we're gonna do leg raises. With the stability ball, and the hands are gonna hold the weight. Looks like this. This is 1 round. We have 2 more. You take breaks when you need to. Okay, take a break, grab a drink. I'll turn that beeper off. Short break, 30 seconds, no more than a minute. Okay, just enough time to grab a drink, towel off, and we go on to the second one. Gotta wipe off my hands and my face so that my hands don't sweat on the mat, slip on the mat. Okay, if you're ready, we're gonna start again. If not, pause the video, catch your breath, take your time. Dive bombers are first. Kite position or a downward dog. Come through. Stretch out the stomach. When you come through, it's an upward facing dog. You're working the triceps and the chest and the shoulders as you come through forward and then as you go back. Now, if you don't like dive bombers, you can throw in push-ups here. any type of push-up that you want. Shoulder tap push-ups, dynamic push-ups, which are hopping the hands and feet out at the same time, regular push-ups, or you can drop down to the knees and you can do a girl push-up where you're on your knees. Alrighty, right leg's going back, knee up, and then a switch lunge, okay? Back, up, and switch. Squeeze that butt as you do that switch lunge. Really engage the glutes to pop up. We're going to those knee ups on the bench next with the crossover lunge. I'll do them on the Bosu. I'll also show you the floor variation if you don't have equipment or if you're a beginner and you need to start lower. Okay, right legs first. I'm going to show you on the floor first, and then I'll step up onto the Bosu. Squat, knee up, and a crossover lunge. Make sure you're squatting low and pushing that butt back. Okay, squat. Cross over, cross behind, basically. You really, if you can get a Bosu ball, it's awesome. Because you really have to engage everything. You have to engage the inner thigh of the foot. Whoops, what am I doing? It's planted. Just to stay stable and not wobble. Just remember to sit back. Sit back in your squat. Sit back in your lunge. Oh, and you really can't daydream. Really have to focus. Ooh, I can feel that. I think it's lying starfish is next, right? No, burpees first. Burpee release, burpee push up, release, and chair. I'm using 10-pound dumbbells. You don't have to use weight. You can use higher weights, but you don't want to use momentum to bring those weights up. It is a front raise and a sit back in the chair position for your glutes. Oh, okay. Now the lying starfish. Hover, roll in. Hover. Listen, take breaks when you need to. For every one that I do, or for every two that I do, if you can only do one, that's okay. If you need to pull up with your legs, pull up. If you can only go to here, go to here. If you need to keep your feet on the floor, keep your feet on the floor. Okay? You work at your level. Squat jump wide, narrow, and 2 squat jumps, or jump lunges, I'm sorry. Wide, narrow, jump lunge. Wide, go low, 2 jump lunges. Wide, narrow. You're gonna see that wide squat jump again. Olivia, her birthday is coming up next week, and she wants inner and outer thigh work. And I think we're gonna throw them in between. So get ready, Olivia. Woo! Can you feel them? I can. Okay, it's your roll back. I'm gonna tuck my shirt so it doesn't go over my head. I think you wanna see my belly hanging out. Roll back, up, hop back, push up, squat. Throw your feet forward, hop into a plank, push up, squat. Roll back. My feet are slipping on the mat. Okay. Like good mornings, if you don't have a weight, you can hold your hands up here. Good morning over, crossover lunge. Good morning over. You're working your lower back and your glutes. It is like a deadlift, but you're looking forward with your head. It's lower back, hamstrings, and the tie into the glute. Slight bend in the knees, okay? If you have dumbbells, you'd hold them up here. If you had a kettlebell, you can hold it at your chest, at your shoulders right here. But you want to remember, you're looking forward. Don't look down with the weight, look up. If you look down, you lead down, and then you round your back. Back is flat as you bend over, okay? Dumbbell walk out to a push-up. Walk back, broad jump forward in that low position, and a hop turn. It should take you about 3 walks to walk out, but take as many steps as you need. Oh, I didn't stay low, sorry. Talking. 1. Walk back, stay low, broad jump, hop turn. Squat down and walk out. Engage those glutes, okay? Hold low, broad jump, and a hop turn. Ooh. We got those skaters. Skate, stay low. 3 low pulse squats. 1, 2, 3, jump up. Stay low. 1, 2, 3, jump up. Stay low. 1, 2, 3, jump up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you feel them? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot the jump, I'm sorry. Stability ball. Leg raise, upper body raise. If you don't have the stability ball, you can still do a leg raise without the ball. The thing you want to remember is don't lower your legs down to the point where your back arches. When you start to feel your back lift off the floor, you've gone too far and you're engaging the hip flexors, which are the fronts of the legs, up at the top where they tie in to the pelvis. So, if you don't have balls, this is a leg raise. That didn't sound right. If you don't have a stability ball and a weighted ball. If you only have one, you can pass it through. Okay, we got one more round. Grab yourself a drink. I'm gonna wipe my mat off. Wipe the sweat off my mat. You can pass it through, like I was saying, but I'd rather you do what I did there, where your upper body and your legs are moving at the same time instead of alternating the handoff. It's totally different, okay? So if you don't have the two, like a weight and a stability ball, then just do the leg raise with the upper body coming up and you crunch the entire rectus abdominis. Can you do one more round? If you can't and you want to stop here, you can fast forward to the bonus butt section. We've got 7 exercises, 3 in each exercise, 20, 20, 20. But I'm doing it, I'm gonna give you a pause there to shift into the next one, okay? Dive bombers are first. We're moving right into this, if you're doing it with me. Now there are times where I do all 3 rounds without taking a break, and I'll just towel off in between. It all depends. I just like to vary it up. You can change it up as much as you want. You can throw cardio in between if you want. There are all kinds of cardio moves. I did box jumps the other day, over the lateral jumps over the step. You can do jump rope, you can do jumping jacks. All different variations. Squat jumps, tuck jumps, just to get the heart rate up and to keep your heart up and burning more fat. You'll be in that fat burning zone. But it's nice to do the strength moves too, because the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn through the day. So it's good to do both of them. And if you can mix the two together with some strength with some cardio, it's awesome to do that. All right, we're doing those reverse lunge, knee drive to a switch lunge. Pull that knee up, engage the core. Engage the glute when you do that switch lunge. Okay, I'm going to flip the Bosu ball over. Then I'm going to do squat lunges with it on the opposite side. Balancing on the ball. You can do it on the bench. You have to engage the inner thigh of the left leg planted on the Bosu to hold yourself and keep you from wobbling. And I still wobble. I think everybody does. It's a balance thing. Woo. Cross behind. Okay, left leg is next, right leg is planted. Plant that right leg. You're going into a low squat, knee up, cross behind. Now, you have to lift that knee up so you don't trip on the Bosu or the bench, whatever you're doing. So, you have to engage that core to pull that knee up. And you should be breathing. Open that mouth and breathe. Your muscles need oxygen. I think that burpee's next, isn't it? That burpee. That burpee. Woo! You should feel that in your legs and in your glutes. Burpee. Remember, push up, release, chair pose. And it's a controlled lower to the ground. Don't just fall down to the ground. Lying starfish is next. Legs are wide, arms are wide. Roll in. Take breaks when you need to. Oh, yeah. Squat, jump, wide, narrow, and 2 jump lunges. Wide, narrow, 2 jump lunges. Wide, in. Wide, in. Wide, in. In, wide, in, wide, in, wide, in, wide, in, wide, in. Woo! Roll back, feet overhead. Roll forward into push-up. Squat down. Back, thrust forward. Push-up. Back. Oh, hop in. Roll back. Thrust forward. Hop back. Push up. Oh. Roll back. Thrust forward. Like good mornings. Grab the bar, weight if you want to. Bend over. Reverse crossover lunge. Cross it behind. Look up when you do your good mornings. Engage the core. Dumbbell walkouts. Walk out to a push-up, squat down, walk out to a push-up, walk in, broad jump, hop turn, walk out, push up, walk in, stay low, broad jump, hop turn, walk out, push up, walk in, broad jump, hop turn, walk out to a push-up, walk in, stay low, broad jump, hop turn, walk out. Woo. Skaters are next. 3 pulses and a jump squat. Stay low. 1, 2, 3. Jump up. 1, 2, 3. Jump up. 1, 2, 3. Jump up. 1, 2, 3. And up. 1, 2, 3. And up. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. Whew. Can you feel that in your quads? Quads, thighs, glutes. Oh. Leg raises. Takes me a little bit longer here to get set up. That's okay. Like I said, work at your pace. That's 3 rounds. We have the bonus butt section to do. Okay? Grab a drink, towel off. I'm going to set up my timer. I'm going to do 20-second. It's going to be a 5-second break, 20-second work. That way you can get into each position. We are going to do this 2 rounds of this. There's 7 exercises. There's 7, but there's 3 exercises, excuse me, in each one. I'll show you here in a minute. Let me get it set up. I should have had it preset, but I didn't. Okay, this is what it looks like. 5 seconds to get in position, 20-second work, 21 rounds, because there's 7, but there's 3 exercises in each one. So the first one we're going to do is a plie squat. So your feet are going to be lined up, your heels are going to be lined up with your shoulders, your toes are going to be pointing out, and you're going to go down and up. So this is the position. If everybody's had a drink and everybody's toweled off and ready to go, we're going to hit that timer. Remember, it's only a 5-second break. If you'd like to hold weights, you can hold weights. It's only 20 seconds. If it gets to be too much, put your weights down. I'm not going to because I'm talking, so I am going to focus on talking to you and not screwing up. So it is a plie squat. Toes are at 45. Heels are lined up with your shoulders. Okay, down and up. When you come up, you squeeze the glutes together like you're holding a pencil between your butt cheeks, or you're going to crack a walnut. Down, thighs, up, glutes. We are going to hold it down when the beeper goes off. Hold it down. Hold it here. When it goes off, we're going to small pulse up, squeezing those butt cheeks together. All right? Pressing the thighs, the inner thighs, up, and squeezing the glutes. When the timer goes off, we're going to hold, and we're going to pulse it down. Okay, hold it down low, pulsing it down, inner thighs. 6. Okay, right reverse lunge with a leg lift. Glute. Now left. I'll show you this way. When you lift up, you feel it in the left glute. Up and down, you feel it in the right. Now hold it low. Tap right, left, right, left. Stay low, right, left. Knees are lined up with your ankles. You're in a low position. Tap it back. Squeeze that butt. Feel it in the quads, holding low. Woo. Okay, left leg is planted. Right knee up, knee up. Get ready. We're gonna hold it up, knee up, kick back, knee up, kick back, up, kick back. Woo. Find a spot to look at, bend that left leg, squeeze back, back, back. Now, hold it back there and pulse up, up, pulse, press. Guess what? We're doing the left leg next. I'll show you on the Bosu. You can use either one. Or you can do it on the floor. You don't have to do it on a bench. Okay, plant that right leg. You got 5 seconds. Down and up. Sorry, legs tired. Okay, hold it up. This is going to be tricky. Knee up, kick back. Knee up, kick back. Knee up. I can't do it. If you can do it, good for you. My right leg, I have such a harder time. I'm left-handed. Okay, now you're gonna hold it back and pulse up. Slight bend in the knee. I'll try it with my left leg the next time on there. I might have to work up to that one, Michele. We're going down to the floor next. I'm pretty sure I gotta get my paper here. Keep going. Pulse up, pulse up, pulse up. Okay, you're kneeling. It's gonna be a donkey kick. Move this out of the way. All right, donkey kick. Left leg's up. Lift up. When you do this, you want to be able to balance. So the weight should be in both elbows, and you shouldn't be cocking that right hip off to the side. Now you're going to cross down and up. Cross behind and up. Down and up. Down and up. Cross it behind. You cross over and bring it up. Now hold it up and pulse. Press that heel to the ceiling. If you want to put a weight between the knee and the leg, you'd hold it in the crook of the knee and hold it up. But we're going to do another round of these. We're going to the left leg next. So the left leg will be down, the right leg will be up. Woo. I'm going to turn so you can see. Donkey kick with the right, down and up. Don't let your knee come all the way down. You will release the tension in your glute. You want a 90-degree angle with that knee. Okay, slide your foot in, and you're going to drop that knee behind the opposite leg and kick up. And kick up. Up. Kick up. Hold it up. Gotta straighten that leg out. Pulse it up. Press it into the air. Now if you have a bench or the Bosu, you can do the next one on there. You're going to elevate the feet and you're going to go up, out, in, and down for the first 20 seconds. Okay, so it looks like this. Feet on the Bosu or a bench, whatever you have. Up, out, in, and down. Don't fully release when you drop down. And then we're going to hold it up for the next 20, and your legs are going to be out wide, like so, and you're going to do a lift. Squeeze that glute, glute and inner thighs. Tighten that glute, squeeze it and lift it. Next 20, feet and knees are up together, and it's a pulse up. Hold that glute up, tighten and squeeze. Squeeze the glute. And then we're going to start from the beginning again with those pliés. We're not done. We have one more round through. if you need to. We got one more round of that. Move this out of the way. Okay, you ready? Plies are first. Up and down, up and down. Down, go up. Back is straight. Okay, like you have a rod running up and down your spine, and you don't want to lean forward. You want to go straight up and down. Inner thighs and glutes. Concentrate on squeezing the butt cheeks together as you come up. Now we hold it down. Remember, we're going to stay low, and you're going to do a pulse up. Tighten that butt cheek. Squeeze them together. You're staying low in these pulses. Small pulse. And then we're going to stay low, and you're going to pulse down for the inner thighs. Down you go. You know those lunges are next. Right leg leads first. Right reverse lunge with a lift up. You're bending that left leg. Looks like this. 8, 9. Now the left leg. Woo. Squeeze and lift. Tighten that butt cheek. Okay, hold it low. Remember, it's a tap back. Tap back. Stay low. Whoops, hitting the Bosu ball. Oh, I can't do it, I know I can't. Okay, left leg's going back. And a knee lift. Up. I can feel my thighs are burning and my glutes. I hope yours are too. If not, go through another round. Okay, it's a knee lift. Look at them shaking. And I'm not even balancing on the Bosu. Knee up, kick back. Knee up, kick back. Knee up, kick back. Up and back. I'm gonna have to work on that one in between my lifting. Okay, left leg. Whoops, no, hold it back. Sorry, pulse, press. Pulse it back. Work that glute all the way from the top of the butt to the bottom of the butt cheek. Slight angle, abs are tight, leaning slightly forward, left knee is bent for support so that you can stand and balance. If you have your leg locked out, you'll wobble more. Bending your knee is for stability. Engage your core. Okay, now you do the knee up, kick back, knee up, kick back. Slight bend in that right knee, and a kick back. Knee up, kick back. Ooh. Pick a spot that you can look at so that you don't wobble. Focus on a spot on the ground about 3 feet in front of you. Glute squeeze. Then we're going to the kneeling. Donkey kicks, left leg is up first. Remember, you're not going all the way down in those. You're not releasing the tension in the glutes. Oh. Heel on the right leg. Left leg is first. Lift up, press up. Up. Up and halfway down. Next one, we're going to cross, we're going to bring that right foot across, and you cross behind that right knee. And then shoot it up. Put down and shoot it up. Alrighty, pulse it high, pulse it high, up, press through the heel, squeeze it, press it up and press through the heel. Remember, we got the left leg down next and the right leg up. Suck in that stomach as you're kneeling here. Don't let that back sag. Woo. Okay, you ready? Halfway down and up. Then remember, we're going to cross that left leg over towards the right shoulder, the foot, and you're going to drop that right leg behind. Drop down and up. And then a pulse up. Now, you should be able to balance. If you lift your opposite hand and your opposite leg off the floor and you should be able to balance. You shouldn't have that hip cocked out. You should be putting that weight into the arm of the leg that's in the air. Balance that weight out, lean into it. Woo, lay down. We got up, out, in and down, up, out, in and down. And you're going to hold it up wide and a glute squeeze. Hold it up there, pulse up. Inner thighs and the glutes. We're almost done. Now, if you want to go through and do this again, you be my guest. If you want to add weights, you can add weights. You work at your level. Hold it up and pulse it up. Knees are together. We're keeping the resistance in the glutes, okay? We're not dropping all the way down and back up. You're doing a small pulse to really fatigue them and keep them contracted. Oh my goodness, we are done. We need to stretch. Now, if that wasn't enough for you, you go ahead and rewind it and you can do it again as much as you want, or you can add some weight to that if you want to. Let me spread out my thing, my blanket. We are going to lay down, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to release those hips and those glutes. So lay down and drop those knees to the floor. Feet are together as much as they can be. If your feet need to be out here because your hips are really tight, then you, by all means, wherever they feel the most comfortable. You don't want your back arched in here, so you want your back to be flat and the knees dropping down to the floor. Bring the hands over the head into a diamond shape. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale, bring those arms down. Push those knees together. You're gonna pull that right leg in. You're gonna pull it down to your chest and feel a nice stretch in the hamstring and the glute. You're gonna release that hip flexor when you pull it in. If you can, you're gonna take that right foot and you're gonna grab a hold of that right foot, toe, ankle, calf, whatever you have, and you're gonna pull that right leg out to the right side. You want to keep that left shoulder on the floor. So you don't want to roll over this way. You want to keep that left shoulder on the floor and stretch. Feel a nice stretch through the inner thigh and through the chest. Feel a nice twist in the back. And you're going to release it. You're going to drop that right leg, the right foot to the thigh, and you're going to drop that right knee down towards the ground. You'll feel a nice stretch in the groin and in the inner thighs. You're going to walk this foot out onto your knee, and you're going to pull back behind the left knee. You can use your elbow to push on the right knee. It's actually above the knee at the thigh, and you want to push that right leg out, and you'll feel a nice stretch here in the hip and the glute. And then while we have our feet up here, we're going to loop our hand through the right leg and take that right foot, loop our hand through the left leg and take our left foot, and you're going to pull down on the balls of your feet for a happy baby stretch, okay? Press that lower back into the floor, push those elbows into the thighs, and push those legs, the knees down towards the floor. Feel a nice stretch in the hip and the glutes, as well as the inner thighs. And release it. Keep that right leg up. Cross the left leg over if you want. And you're going to drop that left leg to the floor. Right leg's going to go to the left side. And you're going to feel a nice stretch in the hip. You want to keep that right shoulder on the floor. And release it. Roll those legs back up. One more time. Drop those feet together. Drop those knees towards the floor. Arms go over the head. Stretch out the chest area from the push-ups and the dive bombers that we did. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands down to the knees and push them together. Now we do everything on the left leg. So pull the left leg in. Pull it in so that the knee is at the chest, okay? Don't pull it into here or pull your head up. Leave your head down, pull the knee in as far as you can go, and feel a nice stretch in the hamstring and the glute. If you can, take a hold of that left foot. I can't with my left leg. I'm not as flexible on this side. I have to use my calf. Or if you have a towel, you can wrap a towel. Oh, look at that, I got it. A towel around your foot. And release it. Bring that left leg in. Stretching really pays off, okay? You tighten those legs, those hips, you tighten everything. Bring that leg into a figure four. Drop that knee to the floor. Feel that stretch in the hip and in the groin and the thigh. You work them so hard, tightening them. You have to loosen them up or they're going to stay like little frozen rubber bands, and every time you move and do different things, if you haven't loosened them, you're going to end up pulling and tearing stuff. So for as much as you work them, you have to loosen them as well. You have to stretch them out, show them some love, and they'll keep you going for many, many years. So don't forget to stretch at some point through the day. I even do it in the evening. Bring that right leg up and pull behind the right knee. Press that elbow on the left leg. I do it in the evening. I have a foam roller, so I rumble roll in the evening and stretch and roll everything out. But I also do yoga a couple times a week just to keep my legs, run my body loose and limber, and trying to work on my flexibility. It's a good practice to get into. As the older you get, you don't bounce back as quickly as you used to when you were young. Okay, while you're up here, cross that left leg over the right and lower it out to the right side. Keep that left shoulder on the floor. Feel a nice stretch through the waist. through the hip and the outer thigh. And release it, roll it back up. And bring that left leg in, cross that hand under, grab a hold of the sole of the foot. And the other one, the right hand, now press down on those knees. On the backs of the legs, pull the knees towards the floor. Stretch out the hips, the back, the glutes, hamstrings. Pull the feet together. Pull in on the heels, take your elbows and push them on your thighs and press out. So you feel a nice stretch in the inner thighs and the groin area. This is just like we do when we're seated, when we push those knees down to the floor. And release it. Grab a hold of those legs and roll up. Okay, we need to do a runner stretch because we did work the fronts of the legs as well as the back. So take that right leg and drop it, take it behind, bend it behind into a runner stretch. Now, depending on how flexible your spine is will depend on how far you can go back. If you can only go back to here and you feel that stretch in the quadricep and the hip flexor, go to here. If you can drop down to your elbows without your right knee lifting off of the floor, go to your elbows. Now, remember, there is no knee stretch. If you feel this in your knee, you come back up. The stretch is right here in the quadricep and the hip flexor. If you go down and you feel it pulling in the knee, you're going too far. You're going to hurt something. If you're really flexible, I'm not, and you can go and drop your back onto the floor and keep this flat on the floor. Keep this right leg flat on the floor. You can do that, but I don't want you to feel any pulling in the knee. It's not a knee stretch. It is a quadricep and a hip flexor. Everybody thinks that they have to go really, really far, and it's not a matter of how far you go. It's feeling that stretch in that muscle. So I'm only going to here today. Mine are tight. I think it's because we ran the bleachers the other day, and I still feel it a little bit, which was a good workout with the kids. So, okay, now bring that right leg around. Cross that right leg over the left, and you're going to do a side twist. You're going to take that left arm, wrap it around the right leg, and pull it in close. You should feel a nice stretch right here in the hip and the glute. And you're going to take that right hand back behind you, press up so that your back is straight, twist and look over that right shoulder. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. See if you can twist just a little bit further. Nice stretch in the chest as well. And release it. Bring it back around. Bring that right leg out. Deep breath, inhale. Walk those hands down the legs. If you can, take a hold of your toes. Take a hold of the balls of your foot. Take a hold of your ankles. Take a hold of your shins. Wherever, just drop that chest to the thighs and stretch out the back. You are not dropping your head. Your head is lifted. You want to feel a stretch through the hamstrings and the glutes and the lower back. Walk it back up. Left leg. Bend that left leg back. Again, if you can go back to your elbows and you feel that in the quadricep and in the hip flexor right here. This is where it ties in. When I say about doing abdominals, if you're doing them and you're feeling it more here, it means your stomach is weak and your stomach's giving out and your hip flexors are taking over. And that's bad because when they're really tight, then it pulls, and that's how you end up with that pouch in the stomach where your stomach bulges out in your back. So you have to do lower back work as well to keep that back tight. But you also have to strengthen your abs. So if you start to feel it here in the hip flexors, you need to stop, take a break, and then re-engage your core. And release it, walk back up. Take that left leg and cross it over the right. Take that right arm and bring it around the leg. Pull in first, pull the knee in first. Feel that nice stretch right here in the glute and in the hip. And you're gonna take that left hand back. And you wanna brace it against your back, okay? So you wanna sit up straight and you wanna hold on to that left leg. You're gonna twist and look over that left shoulder, and you're gonna feel a nice stretch through the chest on the left side, and you're gonna feel that stretch in the back, all the way up your spine and in your obliques as well. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale and twist a little bit further. And release it. Bring those legs out one more time. Walk those hands down those legs. Grab a hold of the toes, the balls of the feet, the ankles, the shins, wherever you feel comfortable, and bring that chest towards the knees. Head is lifted, back is straight. Neutral position. Walk it back up. Bring the feet in and under the body, and you're gonna stay right here. You're gonna slight bend in your knees, and you're gonna bend over, okay? So you got soft knees, don't lock your knees out. Walk your feet in slightly, grab a hold of the ankles, pull your chest down towards your thighs. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in the hamstring. It's just what we did in the seated position. Cross the hands in front, grab a hold of each elbow, and let the weight of your head and your shoulders pull down. You should feel a nice stretch down the hamstrings and all the way down into the heels. Take those hands down to the floor, bend those knees slightly, deep breath, inhale. And come up, back bend, stretch out that back. Exhale, over to the right, stretch out that left oblique. You want to be looking up under the armpit to the ceiling. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, over to the left, look up under that right armpit to the ceiling. Deep breath, inhale. Back bend back. And exhale. You are all done. I hope you enjoyed the workout. I will have it posted. Like I said, I won't be doing it tomorrow because my husband will be smoking the pork. So have a great weekend, and I will